Islam is practiced in many different countries around the world, and made it very clear that Islam is not monolithic, many different cultural and religious interpretations. And so Ramadan is celebrated in many different ways around the world. But the one thing that it means to me is a time to stop and reflect, forces you to look into yourself. And I think it gives everybody who does fast a spiritual boost. It changes your daily routine. It makes you stop and look into yourself, and it makes you transform your day and night. I start with dates at Sahur and I end with dates at Iftar. And when I'm home in Australia, of course, at the end of Ramadan, it's also a chance to catch up with your family for Eid prayers and have a nice feast. But I think it's always important to remember that Ramadan is also about those who are less fortunate. It's not just about sumptuous feasts and celebrations, but also time to reflect on those who are less fortunate and to focus on charity giving, which is an essential part of Ramadan. And also through fasting, you gain an appreciation of those who go without food every day and how lucky we are and how we should not take it for granted.
If every month was like Ramadan, if we all acted like we act in Ramadan, I think we'd all be pretty stress-free and pretty successful people. The patience that you build, the tolerance that you have, the empathy that you show, it's such an incredible month. It's not even about religion or anything. It's just about you fixing yourself and all the negative things that you have about you. You're just trying to get rid of it in this month to become a better person. And I think that's the purpose of Ramadan as well. It's not just, hey, this is the month of Ramadan, I better be an angel, and then the next 11 months I'll just be whatever I want. This is where you get tested, and then you sort of apply the knowledge throughout the year until the next Ramadan. And I think if we do that throughout the year, we'll all be pretty happy and our soul will be very, very light and stress-free.
Well, I think it's important for all of us to learn from each other. When you're working with colleagues who are non-Muslim, many people are curious, intellectually curious about what it means to be a Muslim, what does Ramadan actually entail. And so I think it's important for all of us to be able to speak to our colleagues in a friendly way about what it means to be a Muslim and what Ramadan actually means in its spiritual but also practical sense. There's lots of questions. So I think it's a really good opportunity to build bridges of understanding and build, your own cooperation and collaboration with your colleagues. And many of them learn from that and appreciate that. So I think in the workplace, it's a two-way street. They can help you to help facilitate your own Ramadan experience, but then it's also up to you to educate them, to explain and to provide them with the essential lessons or the essential truth of what Ramadan means.
Don't have pity on us. That's not what we want from you. We want empathy, where you understand, you ask the questions. Don't think, because we are fasting, we need to feel sorry for you or something like that. And sometimes people do that and it comes out not the way they want, what they want to mean as well. So just be careful about that. Pity is not what we look for. We look for empathy.
Universities do provide prayer rooms or multi-faith prayer rooms, but there are still opportunities for primary educational institutions or secondary school institutions. It doesn't seem to be any accessible private rooms that could be used. So I definitely think there is a room for improvement in that area. Aside from that, allowing that flexibility to have multiple breaks, or maybe like have shortened breaks rather than one specific lunch 1 hour break. As we're fasting, we need to learn to conserve our energy for the day. So I think allowing that multiple break times will be very beneficial to us. And in regards to Eid is not considered a public holiday here. And if we wish to celebrate that day, we need to take time off as part of our leave entitlement. Could be maybe providing an option to exchange Eid with the Christmas holiday that we all get a public holiday for. So perhaps that might be a better arrangement for those that wouldn't affect their leave entitlement, the number of days that they have, and they will be working on Christmas rather than Eid. So that could be another option to organizations too.
If there is important work that needs a lot of attention, try to give it earlier in the day rather than leaving it to the last minute or in the afternoon, because you have to think realistically. Though we're not seeking for pity, but we are human, we are running out of energy. If you're hungry, you can't really focus properly. So if you have really important meetings and you've got a lot of work, try to give it to them earlier during the day rather than leaving it later. because at least they have the energy to think, plan, and get the most important part done, and then they will still have a bit of energy to get the rest finished in the afternoon.
That's no better way of bringing different cultures and religions and people of all faiths and no faith to stand together in a spirit of cooperation and cultural understanding. And I think it's a really wonderful time, Ramadan, to do that and to show the true face of Australian multiculturalism and the strength of our diversity. And I think it shows our unity in our diversity. So.